Alright, I did some masking on there to kind of guide my hand for when I'm going to freehand this. I don't know how to do this, so wish me luck. Alright, I'm back with my Venom update. Working on this figure for a while. So I think the first video I had short hair. I thought I was losing my hair. My part's getting a little wider, but it's still hanging in pretty good there. So kind of happy. All right, where we left off, I finished sculpting him basically, and I sanded him down, trying to get all his little fingerprints off, which was a pain in the butt. I spent far too long doing that. Head came out perfect. I did that, sanded him in like 2 minutes. And that was, sculpting him took the shortest amount of time. I still got some spot treatments to do on this arm. And the leg too. I just want to get all the fingerprints off, and because I'm going to prime them next, and then put the black paint on there, glossy. And try to get as many little dents and scrapes and stuff from the sanding off as possible, because then I'm going to put the primer on, and then I'm going to have to sand them again. And here's the chest piece. The hardest part about this was symmetry. I had to basically go back and like kind of resculpt. Using this little foam sanding block, this was perfect, because you know, one pec would be higher than the other, one shoulder would be too high, or so. This, I went straight across, and this worked a hell really, really good. This is for the tough spots, and this got gummed up. You had to wait like a whole day in order for the epoxy sculpt to dry, because then it would gum up your file, and I have to use this brush to clean them off. I had to go find a brush. That was like another 2 days of me doing this. It's supposed to be a relaxing project, but it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, but very rewarding so far. Here's the back. Here's his pieces together. So I got them sanded. I'm going to start painting them today. Going to start priming them today. Symmetry. Got to get in there, get the ab, get that line lined up like that. That was really hard to do. Did a lot of that with that. Cleaned it up with the file. So symmetry. I didn't want to make it look just good from far away. I wanted to make him look good up close too. Still got a little bit of sanding there, but I'm going to worry about that after I do the priming. Want him to look good. Didn't want him looking good from afar, but far from good. I want this figure to be as good as I possibly can. That said, it's still not going to be pro job, but hey, this is my first real custom, so whatever. Alright, before I prime my action figure with this cheap Walmart primer paint that I've had forever in the basement, took some masking tape and put it over the little peg joints. So I don't want to build up any paint on that, because it's still got to fit in the peg holes of the action figure's torso. And the more paint you got on there, the more it builds up. Harder it's going to be to put both sides together and get his leg to move. So it won't be seen anyway, so I want to keep that unpainted. Tape that peg to a pencil, and this is how I'm going to spray him. Just gave him one light coat, just to get some coverage on there. I'm probably going to end up sanding and do another coat afterward. Here's my little workstation. Spray painting. Also a big problem. This takes a long time to cure. I mean, the paint was still kind of soft and tacky for a couple of days after. It is summertime, and you know, I do have it in my, you know, outside shed I've been, you know, painting. So I kind of bring it in after the smell goes away up in my room, and hopefully the air conditioning in there cures it a little quicker. But this, if you're using gloss paint, it's going to take a while. Got my paint marker, got my Venom. Let's hope I don't screw this up. He's getting there. A little dab for each tooth. A little bit of red for his tongue. Just a dab. Test it. Alright, got a little bit of red on his teeth. I can fix that.
I was
Not too bad. I stayed within the lines. When he dries up, hopefully I can get a little more fine tuning in there. Alright, I did some masking on there to kind of guide my hand for when I'm going to freehand this. I don't know how to do this, so wish me luck. Alright, that was a total fail. Oh my god, that was horrible. Oh man, I gotta redo this. I think I could wipe it right off though. Alright, he is done. Finally. Yeah, I did not do very well doing the chest symbol. Trying to freehand that, or even making a stencil. But, hey, the movie versions, neither of them had a symbol on them. So, that's what we're going to say this guy is. But look at him. Oh my god. Nice glossy paint job on him. Look at that tricep meat on him. That's a great bicep. Other side. When I went back to repaint him again after the failure of the chest symbol, because I could not wipe that stuff off. Could not wipe the paint pen off. Went back and resculpted the arm. And then I had to resculpt it again because I didn't put the arm back on when I resculpted it. And it ended up being like not the right size. It was about twice the size. But take a close look at him. Yeah, that gloss paint was forgiving to some of my... I didn't sand quite as well, but I did pretty good. Look at that. Abs on him. I'm really proud of these right here. His bones here, his collar bones. I didn't do that much detail on his back because there's going to be these holes here. A lot of figures I used as reference don't have much detail for back. And this paint took forever to cure because it's really humid, and I got my fingerprints on them a couple of times, had to paint again. That's why it took like at least 2 months to finish this thing from where I was the last time. I'm going to let them cure, probably paint cure for probably another month or two, and I might go over them with you know, car polish and really shine them up and brighten them up. Things I wasn't totally happy on, the fit from, you know, right here and there could have been more flush to the body. This is kind of rounded, but hey, this is a million times better than I thought it was going to come out. I got a Venom Kenner size. Fits right in with my Han Solo figure there. Same size, 3 3/4 inch. Here's a look at his side gaps. They could have been slightly better. I'm going to say overall, this is about 95% my my vision come to life. And, well, minus the symbol. The gloss paint on him was so thick, I think I lost a little bit of the detail. But yeah, when I buff them out, when this paint gets a little harder, a little older, maybe some of the detail will come back. So you can see the excellent detail on that tricep meat. Look at that. Painting the eyes and the teeth, I mean, it's not, you know, super factory perfect, but it came out pretty good. My true inspiration would have been to him to be in complete scale with Pocket Heroes Spider-Man there. But he is a little bit taller than 3 3/4. He's about a little, you know, they weren't quite the same size, and I wanted them to kind of fit in together. I could have chopped his feet off, you know, elongated them a bit. I didn't want to go through all that. Not on my first figure. Look at his face. That came out so good. But I am completely super thrilled by this figure. I hope you weren't waiting around forever. You know, I just did these as kind of throwaway videos. I didn't know if anybody would care or not, but that's a great Venom. That is my encouragement to do more. I used Talking Venom from Toy Biz as a big reference through a lot of this. Of course, I didn't get him super ripped like him, but, you know, just inspiration, just to take a peek at him. I didn't want to go overly, like, this figure right here, the Talking Punisher, or no, this is Cap Gun Punisher. Toy Biz also. He's not super ripped, not super detailed. He's still a toy, so that's what I used as a reference. I was working on a Punisher figure also, and maybe if I get good and come up with an idea for a good stencil for that, I will go back and put that on him. But I'm going to consider him done for now. I just want to move on to other projects. He was exhausting, and I'm just super proud of him. I mean, I sculpted a little bit before, but this is totally not bad for a first-timer. My confidence really grew on this, and I even started a Smurf while I was waiting for paint to dry for weeks on end.